Good evening, friends. It's nice to see most of the young architects who are here to attend one of the senior most engineers' presentation. In fact, he's such a senior person that it's worth emulating. He's as youthful as all of us, as young as all of us. I know Sri Kumar Nayak sir for a long time, for maybe about 15, 20 years, and he was in PWD. He had a very checkered career with had a very wonderful experiences in different places of the country, and he is one of the very rare structural engineers who takes plenty of chances like architects. Even architects will not dare to think the way he is sometimes. So this U&U program, today's program, is sponsored by Grundfos, and this is the 7th U&U program in this year. And on behalf of IIATVM Center and on behalf of all of you, I welcome Sri Kumar Nayak sir amongst us, and I welcome all of you for this evening's presentation, and I request Saidi Mohammed, convener of the U&U, to introduce Sri Kumar Nayak sir.
Good evening, everybody. Sri Kumar Nayak sir was born in 1935, and he had his studies in Travancore University, Roorkee University, Indian Military Academy, and College of Military Engineering. And he started his career as a Kerala PWD assistant engineer and executive engineer. Then he's a commissioned officer in the Corps of Engineering Indian Army. He served as lieutenant, captain, and major for 7 years. He worked in border roads at College of Military Engineering. As design engineer in PWD, then DGM and GM at the construction division of Kerala Stitco, Kerala PWD and PE monitoring. As GM, Vena Real Estate and Southern Investment Trivandrum, Deputy Chief Engineer of Kerala PWD, as GM and MD of Kerala State Construction Corporation, Chief Engineer Project 2 of Kozhikode Kerala PWD, Chief Engineer Design and Research Chairman Education Design, and lot more. And he's a director and part of the Rudy Builders and Traders Private Limited, and also a consultant for civil engineering. And his experience is a wide range of civil engineering aspects, including planning, design, research, teaching, administration. And he has done his lot of works in irrigation and planning research in Kannada multi-purpose project. So many projects like that. I can list out all those. Then in teaching, he has done as an instructor in Extension and Training Center at Kottarakara, and assistant professor in College of Military Engineering, and teaching undergraduate and postgraduate students. And structural design a large number of multi-story buildings. And architecture works also, so many works. He has been participating in so many works. And more than 150 industrial structures, including industrial estate, layout, roads, and operations. A large number of buildings, including residence, hospital, colleges, research, apartment, and commercial building, irrigation and water harvesting structures, including dams, roads more than 100 kilometers of new roads, surfacing, including highest roads in the world, 18,000 feet above sea level in Ladakh and Arunachal Pradesh. A number of bridges, 4 major ones in Arunachal Pradesh and bridges in Kerala, including part of our bridge. And I welcome you, sir, to this action. Thank you so much.
This is a subject about which every one of you already know. It can be a reminder of what you have learned here or there somewhere. Because without this, nobody can become an architect also. So in the colleges, definitely must have been taught or must have learned something about this kind of thing. Only thing is you can call this as a refresher course or a refresher refreshing your memories. There are some aspects probably you may not have come across, but most of the things which I talk about are ordinary things which are neglected rather than things. I must define the structural awareness as the ability to plan with the requirements of the, because after utility, structure is the second most important thing in any building or any structure you make. So to make that, you have to be aware of the requirements and the limitations of the structural designs. But when I call it limitations, because we can think of anything, but we cannot do everything. We have not to do things which are within our limits. Two types of limits are there. One is the materials and the construction practices. Because see, you cannot quote that somebody has done something on the ground tunnel in the 30 kilometers under the sea. He probably can do it if you have got all the equipment and the financial capability. So such things we are still not able to think of because of that reason. That's why I said when we do something here, we have to think about our limitation. You make one bit and that will produce it. But actually what is required is the load is to be distributed to the foundation. The width of the foundation is 60 only. So the height, minimum height required is around 30 centimeters because of the size of the road and all. So you can bring that 45 down after this. The distribution will be somewhat around 45 degrees. It will work for this thing. So you save this much of double masonry here. After this quantity is about 8% less. Then again, we do it unnecessarily because it is not at all the practice to do a foundation the same part of it. We just do it. That's why you have to put in a little effort. And it's a very simple thing. Anybody can do it. It's a simple arithmetic, nothing more. Now, one thing I have mentioned about this thing is, in addition to the multi-story buildings later on, addition to this particular thing, in construction also there is a factor of structure. If you do not follow the structural design for construction, for example, you say you do have masonry in 1:6. Why 1:6 or 1:5? Well, how does it act? Actually, the cement is the basic element. It has to cover all the sand particles completely and make it fixed to the rubble or concrete, whatever it is. And for that, there must be enough cement to cover the sand particles. This is a place where you get sometimes people make 1 in 12, 1 in 10, like that. What happens is, if you put that kind of a mix, all the sand particles will not get covered by cement. So here and there, it's like putting a poster on a wall. You can put paste the glue to some areas and it will stand there. You can put all the areas it will stand better. And if there is a rain which comes in between, then it will seep through and remove it. Same way, if the sand particles are not fully covered with cement, it will just do like that on the plastering or anything, it will come out. Because some particles are there always without. So this is one defect. Saving without knowing the harm you are doing in doing so. Normally for a fairly graded good sand, the cleanest mix is 1:6. If you go below that, definitely all the particles cannot get covered with cement. this is an aspect which is totally ignored. Everybody is doing later essentially with a lot of buildings like that. All of them have, if you just shake it, it will come out because of this reason. There is no cheating involved, but the loss of the life of the thing is there. It is not lost because of this reason. Similarly, some construction practices which we ignore or rather don't bother about is people mix for masonry 1 bag of cement and sand and make a mixture. Then they use it for some time and go for a cup of tea or something. Come back after half an hour and start again, adds more water. So you all have studied that cement initial setting is within half an hour. So if you add water after 1 hour and it is equivalent to using clogged cement which is It is nothing other than that. We are only for the convenience of the labor. And literally because we do not properly look into things. This is a case where everybody loses. The owner loses, the contractor loses because his quality will be bad. The labor does not gain anything. So the only solution for that is you mix only the quantity which can be placed within half an hour. That is the best solution for this. It's not very easy to convince a labor to do that, but that is why supervision comes in. It is not expensive for them, it is a little inconvenient for them because putting on sand bag is very easy. Another practice which comes in, even the owners stand and say, if you remember the first or second year engineering classes, we have been told what not to do in masonry. See, if you mix cement mortar and place it with a trowel onto the brick and then place it there. Do not repeat. Add water and push it down. What happens if you add water and push it down? The cement goes first away and the balance sand will remain there. So you are just wasting cement just for the because of ignorance, that's all I can say. Because nobody gains, it's not corruption, it's not this, nobody gains anything at all. But this practice is prevalent. Even owners will stand there and say, hey, here. Because he doesn't know he is committing practically a suicide as far as masonry is concerned. So this is going on. This kind of construction practices are the biggest bane of our industry. Because let go thing. Nobody studies this, nobody remembers what they have studied. As I said, I started with saying that I am not going to tell you anything which you don't know. It's all known to you. But you don't give importance to that. Please do that. That will improve our quality multi-fold.